And welcome everybody to another exciting, well, this ain't even another exciting Thursday,
It's a
but
special
this is a
episode
special episode on Tech Thursday brought
on
to you by Sounders
on
Consultants
Sunday.
on a Sunday,
The blessed day.
the blessed day. Today, the Lord said to rest, which is the seventh day. But we ain't getting into
Don't
politics,
get into that
and we
Sabbath
ain't
thing.
getting into that Sabbath thing. We just know it's Sunday. But why we are? But why are we here?
So we are here because we missed you
We
guys.
did. And it's no fault of y'all, it's the fault of us.
Well, it's the fault of our clients. How about that? They kept us very busy, which is good. Which is
right,
great.
right,
But we missed you guys.
yes.
I know it feels like I don't know what, but we are happy to be here. And if you would have seen our flyer from earlier, unless you've been living under a rock, and I don't even think under a rock kept you sheltered from what has been going on globally. They call it a pandemic. But right now we're living in Corona times. Corona. So
And we ain't talking about the bear.
some
Yeah,
people wish we was talking about the best so they could get a little, case or two.
right,
But we're talking about COVID-19.
yes.
And everything, if you guys, all of our Tech Thursdays would or should have been prepared. If y'all wasn't prepared,
That means that we was doing something wrong.
no, they wasn't listening, just getting free teens. So we're hoping that our regular listeners would have taken our advice and they should have been relatively prepared for some of the steps that COVID-19 would have caused
Yep.
or propelled in the front line. But what we want to do is, and if you would have seen our flyer today, we want to talk about how to, and that's why we came especially today, because a lot of people are having a challenge with what's happening right now. And to anybody who's coming in, we're Sanders Consultants here on Tech Thursday, giving out tech tips as usual. Free tech tips, I must say, which we don't always do. But we're here. This is what we do. I know you might be like, who these fabulous people are on live. It's us. So we're here to show you how to survive during this time with technology.
So, I mean, but why is it a matter of survival, though?
It is a survival mode right now because if you are not used to living in the digital world that they are forcing you to live in.
Who is they?
Well, the whole government system, everybody. I'm not even talking about locally. I'm talking about internationally. The way in which we carried on a regular basis has changed. And we're going to take a look at that and we're going to show you how to navigate through those changes to make it. Because trust me, it is survival of the fittest. And if you're not fit enough, you will not survive during this period. And this period is going to create change. I don't think we could probably go back to the way we were living pre-COVID. I don't think it's going to be, I would say possible, but it's going to be relatively hard to go back to the way we were living.
You think so?
Yeah.
You really think so?
So we want to prepare everybody, so everybody who's out there listening, we want to prepare you guys how to survive post-COVID-19. They're going to be, I'll tell you this much. Businesses and institutions, did they realize you could have survived during this? They ain't changing their methods too much to reaccommodate what was happening and what may have been a burden on their overall. If a company let me be frank, if any institution or any company making the same amount they was making with the same effort using less money and less manpower, trust me, it could be the same. The process is going to be the same. So we're here to help you to survive during this time. And if you guys have any questions, don't forget, we're just not a talk show. I mean, trust me, we could talk now.
Yeah, we could talk.
We could talk.
All right.
But it's an interactive show. If you
Yeah.
have questions, answer your questions. We will give you the best answers that we can give you during this time.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's an interactive show. We're an informative show. So we want to inform and interact with you during this live stream. You know, and everybody is so bored during this time. We're gonna have specials throughout the week, not only on Thursday, on how not to be so bored, but today's show.
Ooh. We ain't gonna tell them just yet, right?
Okay, yeah. But today he
Okay.
surprised me. But
What you mean?
today's yeah. But today's show is really about how to survive with technology during this COVID-19 period.
Now, are we talking about survival for personal use and business for personally individuals and as corporations or businesses?
Well, everything right now is self-isolation, so everything is self right now. Like you can survive on yourself. Like he want me to talk about his cup.
Mm.
Y'all see drinking the vitamin C anyway.
Keep your immune system high. That's all I can say.
Immune system high, yeah.
9 o'clock is fast approaching.
Anyway, so you guys don't forget that this is an interactive show and we want you guys to, if you have any questions regarding technology now, we ain't trying to talk no politics or we ain't trying to talk about what happened last night, hint, hint. But, you know, it's about technology and how you are going, how you will, not how you may, how you will survive this COVID-19 with technology and help of silence consultants.
Yeah, but I mean, suppose somebody is anti-technology, though.
So they can survive. That's simple. Like, I ain't trying to be like, no, bear or bad news. I'm like very real. I'm like realist. Like,
Right.
You ain't gonna make it.
Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, we want to let persons know that, hey, there's a curfew in place, so businesses are closed, I think.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. Like, you just
but
pop in the top. Like, pop the Pringles.
Yeah, like, let's get into this. Like, hello?
We're not going to do our usual routine of...
No. Let's go.
Let's
go.
It's me. We have to get in this studio like right away.
We will be right back. She wanted the intro, people. I don't know. She just wanted the intro.
Memories. And I gotta sing out of, I think that's Bourgeois. Memories. Out of Bus of a
No. Nope. I don't
think they say out of Bus of a Tune.
Nope.
But to all our viewers out there, again, it's an informative show, but it's an interactive show. We want you to interact with us. If you have any questions on how to survive this, let us know.
Or even if you guys have any suggestions based on what we have already discussed or about to discuss, and you feel like it will add value to other persons on how they can now survive during this period, leave us a comment in the comment section, and we'll be able now to go ahead and discuss it in another broadcast, because we're going to keep this up because we understand persons are bored. This is we're going to help them with this digital world. Mm-hmm. We have something fun. And
the person saying fun, usually ain't doing all the fun.
Duh, people have to work. What? What?
Nonetheless. So.
Really?
Yeah. So you guys may be wondering, so what is, again, you have to be living under a rock to not know what this COVID-19 is. And if you came out from under the rock, COVID-19 is a relatively new infectious disease. It came out in 2019, and what it does is it affects the respiratory system, causing flu-like symptoms and different stuff and a lot of deaths so far. So, it has caused, it's new. So because it's new, it's caused a bit of chaos. And within the chaos, it resulted in a lot of government officials worldwide enforcing curfews and urging our newest word, social distancing. So...
Distancing?
Distancing.
Oh, okay. I thought you said distancing.
Yes.
That was last night. But anyway, let's
Yeah,
move
we ain't
on.
getting onto that.
Yeah, let's move on.
But it has created this new phenomenon called social distancing. And what social distancing is more or less about, I think it's standing away or interacting away from each other 3 to 6 feet, or just being in isolation in your home, away from people, so the virus doesn't spread as rampant as it has in other parts of the world. So yeah, they're prompting us to be very careful in our surroundings and who we interact with. And so, since we're in isolation, and
Hey, Joanne.
hey Joe, and
I'm looking
so
you on first name base. But hey, Joe.
and so, since they have forced us to be in isolation, many persons can't go to work. A lot of churches can't have services, and it's a long plethora of a lot of stuff that can't happen anymore. So here comes technology. And how are you going to survive being by yourself? Being locked up or cooped up in your home by yourself, or
There you go.
hey, that's a pretty flower. That's called a portulaca, by the way.
Oh, what?
That's a portulaca.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, you can be a lover of the environment and technology at the same time.
Boy.
Yes. Anyway,
Yeah, rough.
it's rough in the studio.
So,
Anyway, so yeah. So what we're here to do is to show you how technology is going to help you survive this COVID-19 pandemic and some steps that you can take. And like I would have mentioned a few seconds ago, here in the 242 in the Bahamas, we have our government has
that's what I'm talking about.
orange juice. I hope not mixed with anything else, but it seemed like it mixed with something else. But anyway,
The cup is here, Joanne. The cup is here.
the cop has its own identity, people. So back to technology and how it can help you survive this COVID-19 isolation phase. So like I was saying before, the cup had its own appearance.
Everybody know about the cup.
They know about the cup. So, oh Jesus, no straight through the thought talking about this cup. So our government here in the 242 has also implemented curfews, social isolation,
Social distancing.
social distancing. Sorry.
Right.
Certain companies, non-essential companies, have been closed. You know,
I.e. bars. I.e.
a lot of
restaurants.
non-essential. You could go on their webpage and they'll tell you all of that.
Yeah.
So, how do you survive it? You can't really go anywhere, and they're asking you to please not go anywhere if you don't have to.
Why? I mean,
Anyway, we go from the technology standpoint.
right.
So, because you can't move anywhere like
You
that,
should
you
not.
should not. You should not
Right.
go anywhere like that if it's not essential. How do you survive all of this? Schools were closed.
Yeah.
I think they have like a month off. Yeah,
Just
like
about.
like a month off. You
Yeah,
know?
they go back like April 14th.
Right. How do you survive this period?
Right.
Here comes the answer: technology. The utilization of technology. I've been talking for a long minute. I know you guys don't hear the voice of Mr. Tech, but give me one more second. He thought he's gonna get the mic. So yes, the answer is technology and using technology. And what we're going to dive into now, we're going to try to look at all of the factors or industry that has been affected with this social isolation, right?
Distancing.
Distancing,
Yeah.
whatever. How to use technology. We're going to look at education, online education.
Joanne saying even churches closed.
Yeah, churches too. We're gonna talk about. So that's like I said again. That's a beautiful picture of a flower, portulacas. It's beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna talk about live streaming for you guys who churches out there that are trying to figure out, hey, how are you going to keep your members engaged? We're going to talk about live streaming for entrepreneurs.
The do's and don'ts.
We can do all of that within an hour. We're going to also look at, for companies, you might have a small company, you might have a small business, but the business still has to go on, although you may not be there. We're going to talk about how to do
Well,
business.
Joanne, March 31st is the curfew. The end of, well, supposedly the end of the curfew. But schools are open on April 14th.
I think they say midterm. They runs into their midterm break.
Well, it runs into Easter,
Yeah,
the
something like
Easter
that.
break, right?
So we're going to look at churches using live streaming.
Even companies.
Yeah, companies being able to remote in if you're working from home, remote into your work, so you'll be able to still function. So when you come back to work after this 14 or 11 days or whatever,
It might be longer. You never know.
let's be positive.
Let's be real, eh?
Realist, Mr. Realist. Then we're going to also look at, again, distance education, online education for parents and teachers alike. But platforms are out there you can use to assist in this period, because a lot of university students, they shut down. They're like online classes only. And then we're also going to look at for doctors, because this is very important for doctors and nurses.
But I mean,
But yeah, we've had shows about it before. Telemedicine.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna look at telemedicine, and these are the 4 points we're gonna look at this evening. In regards to surviving COVID-19 with technology, ways you can survive it.
Okay. So what we start off with first?
I think we should start off with education.
Education. For the past few weeks, I've been watching or monitoring, I should say, our social media platform and how parents are surviving or attempting to survive with teaching their kids or trying to even homeschool while their kids are home and while they're also home. And we've also seen where they've given teachers praise on dealing with their kids, in a school environment and how much work it takes. But I wanted, and I know I saw a lot of other opportunities where persons were making suggestions to say, here's some free line on classes that the kids could be enrolled in and this and next thing, or some learning platforms that they can engage in. And persons at one point, or even maybe up to the day, just didn't know where to go. And then we saw the Ministry of Education talk about their online platform that they have for some of the remote islands, and how teachers in New Providence now interact with those islands to conduct education or to conduct learning. And I found it to be very profound that this exists, but they really didn't highlight it as much as I think that they should. But now that we are now facing this crisis, I think the government now is going to step up its e-learning platform for all schools and be able now to go ahead and assist children and parents during this sort of times, because we don't know when another pandemic
Okay.
or another situation like this is going to occur. And so now you have to now start taking steps now to start mitigating things ahead of time. And so what I found so strange though is the platform that they're using.
Don't get into that.
Eh,
Listen, they're doing their best. They
we're
can
going
do.
to contact them to assist them with trying to revolutionize that platform.
And if any teachers out there, you might have a smaller school,
Right.
and you are wondering, hey, how do I now retain my students? If
Yeah.
you don't have an online platform, you can let us know.
Yeah.
And we here at Sanders Consultants can meet with you and consult with you on the different platforms that we have that you can use.
Yeah.
Regarding online education, the ability to students have a certain time to
Submit
submit their homework, and you give homework on this one
Yeah.
platform. So you could reach out to us, and then we could help you.
Yeah.
With maintaining this program that you do have.
Yeah. But moving forward, though, let's look at the College of Well, the University of the Bahamas, right?
Yes, University of the Bahamas.
Oh boy, they're close.
So they do online classes for most part of it.
Do they really have an online platform?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But yet they are the University of the Bahamas. I don't
Y'all
understand.
know how we go with this. We back and forth.
Anyway, you've been to UBA.
I went to College of the Bahamas. Yes. Yes. I love it.
Right. Anyway, so the education system inside the Bahamas needs a tremendous enrollment with technology,
You mean
right?
U-Haul?
Yeah, U-Haul with technology, because it affects all levels of education. And with this pandemic that we're now faced with now, it shows how much the investment of technology really is needed, and to allow for social distancing, because of the disease or the virus that's out there, but more so to allow for persons to work remotely in a very safe environment if they don't feel safe in their school environments for whatever reasons. They're still able now to go ahead and participate and get the necessary lectures or necessary education that is so required. So we're going to post a few links for you parents in the comment section that you guys can use as some free learning resources. Also, with education though, and this technology, a lot of persons have cell phones, they have internet, they have data, Wi-Fi, or this, that, next thing. You could go on YouTube and research a whole lot of educational stuff for your kids, to tell the truth. So even if your kids aren't engaged or using even their PS4 or even their game consoles, you could pause the game, open up the YouTube app on the consoles, and watch some educational items. How to do algebra. There are a plethora of videos on YouTube to go ahead and understand how to do algebra, for example, or I don't know, another science class or social studies, or not even social studies. I don't think there's a lot of social studies really into the Bahamas on YouTube.
But so
I got to Google that.
So what I have been saying for a lot of persons, this is a time when you can now hone into your skills. You may have a plethora of information regarding this, like how Mr. Tech over there couldn't identify. They don't have social studies say for the Bahamas. You could start a YouTube page, and
Yep.
you could even charge. I mean, however you want to do it.
Yep. If you need help with that, let us
You can
know.
call us too. But you could even, hey, you have all this information on social studies and all this stuff for tutoring. Hey, the information is dropped up there. It could be online. This is a time to reinvent yourself.
Yep.
With technology.
Yep.
If you try to come back with the same style, you're gonna fail. It's like you lose weight. Put on a new dress. Don't wear the same dress. It will wear you down.
All right.
And this is very important, as Mrs. Tech spoke. This pandemic, if people don't realize that it's changed our whole social fabric, it has. Because when we look at in education alone, when we look at stuff as PGCSE and BJCs, when we sit in this large auditorium with people, can't even happen no more.
It may.
It probably won't. Because we don't, we said, we don't know how long this pandemic is going to be around.
True.
We don't know where it came from, when it could leave. Someone made a joke and said, this the only thing that ain't have no visa and could travel all around the world. This was visa free. I was like, what? Immigration need to get this. But we don't know. So education has to look at stuff like this now. When you talk about national exams, and even in America, whenever the SAT is, they all have to sit at this center to take the SATs.
Yeah.
So now an online platform has to be made in regards to national
exams.
Exams.
Yep.
So it's going to change the whole social fabric of how we do things. But technology is the answer, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, Sandus Consultants is here to help you.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys, again, this is not, listen, we can talk you to death. But this is just not only an informative show, it's an interactive show.
All right. So
If
if
you
you
have
got,
questions to ask
give us,
us.
yep, give us a call at 803-8940. We'll be glad to have you on the show via telephone, and let's further this discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, leave us a comment in the comment section.
Yeah.
All right, what's our next topic?
Our next topic, I mean, it's what you want to do. You want to do working from home for entrepreneurs? Sure. Okay.
Well, it isn't only for entrepreneurs, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Joanna's saying they need to put off the national exams.
That's what I'm saying. That and then if you put off your national exams, how do you know who enters colleges? And it's this thing. It's people think this is hard. Put a whole hindrance on our social fabric of things. It really is more than the economic side. People thinking it's economics, but social. It's a whole social economic situation. But if we go now into for me for the entrepreneurs, you know, you may be wondering, oh my God, I can't open my shop, I can't open my business. How do I make it? There are many things you could do whilst you're not physically to work.
Right.
Physically to work. You know, and it may not be making you quote unquote money, but it's still needed.
Technically, it could. It all depends on how you structure it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I wanna open it up a bit. It's not only for entrepreneurs; it's for like large companies, small companies, medium companies.
Mm-hmm.
That does a whole lot of let's say administrative work.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the physical work, such as like manufacturing or of stuff like that. So Joanne is also saying that they lost time with Dorian as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, we had Dorian and COVID. We had doubles.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you want to be able now to have a BCP, right? And we've been discussing this for the past, I don't know, few years on Tech Thursday, especially when it came around to the hurricane season and all of that, right? And BCP is business continuity plan. What is your business continuity plan? If X happens, how do you react? If Y happens, how do you react? And so now that your physical business is closed, can you still operate remotely? Can you still reply to emails? Can you still receive telephone calls? Can you still
interact with vendors?
Right, interact with vendors. Could you still have conference meetings? Could you still have video conferencing? Could you still have access to your files, to your folders? Could you still have access to whatever your business operation need is? Could you still operate remotely? And that is the key in which we face now today around the world. You know, a lot of companies are encouraging their staff to work from home, and either they work from home or they're being laid off. And if you're being laid off, it's a very sad situation, but at the end of the day, the companies don't know how long this pandemic is going to last, and it's very frightening. But for those workers that have the ability to work from home, I will encourage you guys to maximize that, right? But what does it mean to work away from home, though? For instance, at Sandus Consultants, we could work anywhere in the world.
On Mars.
Right. I say in the world, I say in the galaxy.
In the universe. Yes. He called for another.
Yeah.
Mars.
What
country that is?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. But as long as we have internet access, we have access to our office lines. We have access to all of our files, all of our softwares, all of our licenses. We have access to all of our videos, all of our vendors' information. We have backups of all of our media. We have backup of all of our files, etc. And so, if something was to happen physically to our office, we are in a very, I say, okay position because we have the technology now to move to have everything in a virtual environment.
Mm-hmm.
And so as long as we have an internet and you say, hey, um, you guys, what telephone number you at, and we give you our office number, and you guys call and say, hey, you in the office? And say,
Yeah, technically, yeah.
technically we in the office, but physically we,
In the office.
yeah, physically we
Yeah, in office.
somewhere else, right? How may I assist you?
Mm-hmm.
And we do that either using our cell phones or our laptops or etc. It all depends on the business needs and the business flexibility. And that is why Science Consultant, their motto is implementing IT solutions that fit.
Mm-hmm.
Because not every solution that's out there or every technology that is out there fits your business needs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so the ability now to have your workers work from home, to access files, to answer the telephone, to respond to emails, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, adds to your business continuity plan and your business functionality in event that something physically happens to the building or the location.
Mm-hmm.
You're still able to operate. It might be with a skeleton staff, but at the end of the day, you're still able to work efficiently.
And just a point for any business owner, you know, in any role you're in when you're in leadership, when there's a catastrophe, I think this is when you're the best time for you to be creative.
Yeah.
Be creative. I mean, obviously we're all about creativity and technology,
Right.
but use it to be creative. You know, like we just put up on the screen there what Joanne said about grandmama being in bad shape.
Yeah.
You know, during this time, Joanne, I can't give any Bahamian the slack to say they're all in bad shape. Bahamians are very resilient people. Find something to do. There's something there to do. It may seem like it's not, but it's just being creative.
Yeah.
It's looking at things in a positive viewpoint.
Right.
There are many things you can do. Technology, social media, the internet. You can make money by using technology and integrating it.
Yeah.
You can integrate the knowledge that you have. You have straw vendors, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm giving this out for free. I got paying for this later.
Yeah.
I can give me a little thing.
Right.
But if you might be a straw vendor, did you ever think about putting on online classes to teach people how to plait?
Yeah. Friend.
People could, I mean, you could call us and we could tell you how to collect the money.
Right.
But they could learn.
Or you can call us so we could record the video for you.
Either or. But I mean, there are many ways. You could be, like I said, straw vendor. The art of, even plaiting, the art of plaiting has gone. I don't even know if the average baby know how to plait. I don't know. So you can record yourself plotting, teaching people tutorials around the world who wants to know.
Yeah.
So to say
I make money from it.
with technology, come
Yep.
on, people, let's be creative.
Yep.
Let's be creative. We're in a global environment. Let's use the global platform here, technology.
Yep.
You know, and I'll be frank to say, you know, we're here with this platform trying to help so many persons. Use it, utilize it. How can I do this? You know, stop sitting around thinking, hey, the world is just going to be the way it is and it's physical. No, we're in a virtual world now. You're going to have to make it. We are resilient. Bahamians, we are resilient. Listen, y'all, let's get this together. Call Sanders Consultants. The number is down there.
803-8940.
Call us. We can help. I mean, it is a charge. It is free after the show. But yeah, you need
that little thing.
You need that little thing.
Yeah.
But it's going to help you in the long run. Businesses that are feeling the crunch, call Sanders Consultants. I'll tell you this much. We are so creative. We have so many ways to help many businesses. I don't care if you're a chef. I don't care if you're a garbage man. I don't care.
So
you can make people, I'm gonna get into the Joanne and say people to buy it.
Yeah.
You can make people want anything. You just have to know how to make them to want it. You can make anything essential. Right now, the internet is essential.
Yep.
You bored, everybody bored.
A camera is essential right now.
It is. It's
A
a
cell
laptop.
phone
A
is,
laptop to
yeah.
work from home.
Television is essential
It's
right now.
essential.
Yeah.
This virus made technology essential.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Technology was essential.
But they made it.
Yeah. But now,
Essential.
yeah.
You know, so saying you have to want people to buy it. Commerce isn't anymore that physical money, and we can talk about that too.
Right.
A transfer of money from hand to hand.
Right.
Commerce is, you know, and Joanne, she is a top fan. Commerce is just a transaction of currency.
Yeah.
From one account to the next.
Yep.
And people have to now get to that point like, hey, I can't go to the bank line, but hey, I see that 500,000 just gone on my account. Hey, you know?
Right.
Come, we have to evolve with the time.
Yeah.
Somebody, Joanne, trust me on this. Somebody wants your product.
Yeah. Or somebody wants the knowledge inside of your head.
Trust me.
Yeah.
They want that little thing.
Yeah. And even if you charge, and if you charge a not even a premium, but a
Minimal fee.
A minimal fee,
Plenty of people will want it.
plenty of people are going to want it. So let's say, I mean, let's just look at it from a small scale, right? Let's say you sell the course for $5, and 100 persons buy that course.
$500.
Let's say 1,000 persons buy that course,
$5,000.
but the course only to cost $5.
But it adds up.
But it adds up.
It adds up. It
You see what I'm
all
saying?
adds up.
Yeah.
So again, like we said, we want to be here to help people who think they can make it. Now, what we don't do is do too much talking. Because technology is too much talking. If we give you the idea and we just run with it. Just run with the idea and make it happen. I'm telling you, from culinary to whatever.
Yeah.
Make it happen. We can make it happen for you guys with the aid of technology.
Yep.
All right. So we spoke about
Education
and businesses.
and businesses.
Now let's talk about I call it the monster in the room. The church. You know, the church is known for having, and we is a Christian nation. Hallelujah. There we go. And we're known to have churches, mega churches that has huge congregations, huge
Do we really have a
memberships.
mega church in the Bahamas?
Yes, man.
You know, it's a mega church
Listen, for the amount of people we have,
in the Bahamas.
yes,
Okay.
some of the churches mega churches.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we have mega churches. I don't
Okay.
care. It might be the size of the other people in the
Okay,
world.
okay,
But
right,
when you
right.
deal ratio of people for the church,
Right.
it's a mega church. We don't
Okay.
have a lot of them.
Okay.
So for the, believe me, use the word mega, for the large scale churches here
Right.
in New Providence
Yeah.
and in Grand Bahama and in Apple and mash up a little bit. But in Abaco, how do we now mitigate? You can't go in the congregation. You can't go see pastor preach. What you do? Leaders, what do you do? What do you do, Mr. Tech?
Call Saunders Consultant.
Let me call out the West.
Call Saunders Consultants.
For
I can
what?
tell you all a word from the Lord. You know what?
Prophet Tech.
No, serious talking, you know, a part in the Bible says, come out of the four walls
Oh my,
and go into the world and
Hold on,
spread the
prophet.
gospel.
Prophet
Right?
Tech.
And so the internet allows you, pastor, deacon,
That's a
teacher,
leader.
leader, whatever status, evangelist, whatever you are inside the church, and you play a role inside the Lord's church, the internet allows you to come out of the four walls and preach the gospel. And the internet today plays a very crucial role inside of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a danger. There is a danger
Before we go to the
with
danger, you can
that.
tell them what it is, right?
Yes.
He just will go to the danger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like danger.
I apologize. Oh, I got a new name. New name. Bishop Tech. Amen.
Joanne, you get it. Hey, but I want to Bishop Tech.
Yeah, but on a serious note, and it's live streaming. It's having
What is live streaming?
and it's having your church in a virtual environment. And what does that mean? What does that evolve with? That means that you taking every ministry that you have physically and transforming it virtually. Evangelism. Instead of people going knocking on the door, yeah, they knocking on your WhatsApp. Yeah, they knocking on your email. Yeah, they knocking on your Facebook page. Yeah, they knocking. So they ain't just knocking on your door.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, right. So every social platform, yeah, they targeting you. Yeah, yeah. God soon come. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, yeah. What you doing? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? God loves you. Come. You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, leaders of the church now needs to look at a physical, everything that they have physical and transform it virtual. Because virtual is now where we are today. Today, most churches close their doors, or I should say, close the physical church and enter into the virtual world. Now, here's the danger with that.
You go quick to this danger. You need to go into the. Let me get into before you get the whole pin to the danger. So for the churches out there, we are prescribing for this social distancing
live streaming
situation. We recommend live streaming your services.
Yes.
Live stream your services, be able to
engage with your audience.
See what they have to say. And see, the good thing with live streaming is a lot of times pastors don't see what the members are saying.
Yeah.
With live streaming, you can see what your members are saying.
Yep.
They might have you have to get used to it. I'll tell you that much. It's not as easy as it seems to be interacting. You know.
I think so.
I think a lot of leaders are so used to talking to people,
right,
and not communicating with people,
right.
And what live streaming is, it changes the way communication happens.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to see people asking questions, and you can now tell, hey, Miss Beverly, contact Miss Tara on this number. She deals with donations, prayer, whatever. You can interact. People feel more in touch than that physical touch when technology is there. So we strongly advise you to do live streaming and do it properly.
Right, and that's where I was going to say with the dangers, right?
It's properly.
Let's use the word professionally, and the reason why we say professionally is because God ain't cheap. No. And what I mean cheap is God does things in decency and in order, right? And so when we go ahead now and we say, oh, we now have a virtual church and we now want to reach souls, the video must be right. Your audio must be right. Because if I have 5 seconds of my busy schedule to click on the link that you provided for live stream, and I can't see you, and I can barely hear you, and all I hear, you know what? 2 seconds of that, I am going to another video. That is the danger, because even though that you might be virtually have a live stream, you're reaching nobody. You're reaching absolutely nobody, and it's and the fruits of your labor,
it turns people away.
Yeah, it in the virtual environment, it's not going to happen.
And again, if you have and need help with live streaming, again, you can call us.
Yeah,
we will help you. Some people, they have their own setup, they don't know how to use it. We will help you. Some people don't know how to do it and how to interact. We can help you with that too, with the production part of it.
Yeah.
We can't give you no scription thing now. You already know what to do. But we can help with the production, the whole getting it together to be interactive, for people to want to listen and tune in to what you have to say. So for churches, we prescribe live streaming.
Yep.
And if you have to start a phone, but Jesus, please use some of the money to get a camera. And we do all of that. We find a solution for you.
Yeah.
You know,
we meet you at where you are, and we're going to help you to get to where you need to be. Because
we don't know how long. And I think a lot of people are saying, this only be the 12 days. We don't really know.
Right. But, you know, and the funny thing about it is we talk about live streaming. We also offer live streaming equipment. Don't get us wrong, right? But we have now seen where, because a lot of persons now want live streams, there's a lot of price gouging online, other vendors, and it's just ridiculous, right? Yeah, it's ridiculous, And you thought that, oh, price gouging might have been something domestic,
Oh
but
no, the
no,
Lysol.
or the toilet tissue. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
right. But no, this is all around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it's almost like supply and demand. But guess what? Guess why we like technology so much? Even though that one item might cost might be at a higher price.
Teresa, she can listen to Bishop till next Sunday. We got change. We got change.
Just make sure that collection.
We can need
I
a
can need
tithe
that.
and offering.
Yeah, I can need that little
Bring it to the
tithe,
storehouse.
that little offering. Oh yes. But yeah.
He's having too much fun.
But yeah, with technology, we could get the same results using multiple ways.
Yeah.
And that is why it is imperative that media meets technology, especially with the church.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there's so many different ways to achieve what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And because persons, like I say right now, are just doing a whole lot of price gouging, and it's just uncalled for. It's not cool. It's really not cool. Live streaming in general, or video production in general, is very expensive. It's very expensive. And to see, yeah. Oh yeah.
Holy water, Joanne. Holy
Yeah.
water.
And they're almost empty too.
I got sent some
Yeah.
to the pot, some holy water for 2 years.
Yeah. So on a serious note, you guys, pastors, leaders, give us a call, 803-940. Let's have a conversation.
Right, and I'm going to say something. Wait. On our adventure today, it was of urgency that we were on the street. We were just driving around fast in any little bus. Anyway, we noticed an evangelist on the street preaching hard in the sun, and the hot.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fine. That is fine. That is fine. But use technology so you could keep your little color, keep that AC pipe in, and reach huge amount of persons.
Yeah.
So it's fine if you want to go out on the streets and preach the word, but we strongly suggest using live streaming in a proper way.
In a professional way.
In a proper and professional way. 2 P's, proper and professional. And if you need assistance, again, it's a little charge, but you can call us and we'll consultate with you on how to get it in a professional live stream look like,
Yeah.
you're a IT professional.
Yeah. We help a lot of churches around. We also rent equipment as well. We also sell equipment as well. So you guys, we are a behaving company, so we're not going nowhere. We believe that online or virtual environment.
No time soon.
Huh?
So you ain't going to wear no time soon.
The virtual environment is the way to go, and technology, we're here to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And
The next,
because we have like a couple seconds left, but the next thing we're going to talk about, which is very important.
let me double back. Let me double back a bit, because even though that we had recommended live streaming for churches, I'm now going to also live stream for businesses. If you have a storefront and you have products that you want to sell, give us a call. We're going to give you a deep discount to help sell your product virtually online.
Yeah.
Because
It
again,
makes no sense to sitting on the shelf.
it makes no sense. It's sitting on yourself. You can't sell your goods, or your goods, or nobody knows your goods. Give us a call. Let us set up a live stream for
and
you.
see, we give you another free one, because my thing is, right, your store is closed.
Your store is closed.
It's closed.
But the internet is open.
The internet is open. You can walk around your business. See, let me tell you about creativity here at Sanders, because we need to call ourselves Creative Sanders Consultancy. But anyway, the creativity.
That's too close to something else.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you can walk around your store. You have a clothing store, for example. Just let's say.
Let's remain the 2 P's. Proper and professional.
But just saying.
Just saying.
You can walk around your store and show people the items you have.
Yeah, but the store closed.
It's all closed. The store's closed, so people can't come.
Right.
But someone could put it in order and say, "Hey, can you deliver this to me?"
Right.
Bam! You made some money, and your store is closed, but you're still making money.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you don't touch the physical money, you can say, "Hey, transfer it to my account. Let me see it on my account." Then we do the delivery.
Yeah.
Then, okay, all we know, we got to go into this idea with Bitcoin and sand dollar. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
So you can have that virtual money.
Yeah.
So we're talking about businesses. Everybody's crying. Oh, their business. Be creative.
Yeah.
Be creative in
Yeah.
the way you do things and how things is done. You just need to make that little thing.
Right.
You know.
At
Come on, man.
At the end of the day, you don't have to invest inside the technology. You could hire standards consultants, rent our equipment, and produce live professional live streams of selling your products.
And hold on, this is a third tip we're giving. You already given no more tip for y'all people who are there crying. But we can do it because God bless us to be able to help you all.
Yes.
You know, we saw a clip of these taxi drivers complaining, take her, make no money, listen, public transportation closed, you know.
Right.
Public transportation is closed.
Right.
Did you guys ever think about, hey, some people can't go to the food store,
Right.
pick up their groceries and deliver it to them and get paid?
Right.
They can't catch the bus.
Right.
So there are many ways to be creative to make this little thing.
Right.
So this is what we're saying, creativity, and it's all with technology.
But at the end of the day, though, taxi drivers have to adjust if they're going to go that route. And I don't even know what the law says with all that, right? But just adjust your fees. Adjust your tax. Your tax
You gotta
fees
make the little thing.
because you have to make the little thing. Persons needs to get around this country every day.
Every day.
Every day.
They gotta go to work.
They got to.
I mean, which jobs are open?
Right.
You know what jobs
Exactly.
And
Or even if they need to go to the food store, or whether or not they need to go to the pharmacy,
Granny house.
or they need to go by a friend, etc. The bus system, the government
Shut
has
down.
shut down.
But
But
I don't think the taxi down.
they didn't stop the taxis.
I don't think.
I don't think so neither.
I don't
Because
think.
yeah,
We don't
because
tell them to break the law. Y'all make sure check now, but
Yeah.
it's an idea. Be creative.
be creative.
And use technology. You know, don't let they say money currency, guys, holds the most germs. So if you're a taxi driver out there, the sand dollar is there, the Bitcoin is there.
Yep, hire the best.
Yeah, it's not just assaulted. Yeah.
Bahamas basically closed more or less. To a certain extent.
To an extent.
Yeah,
To an extent.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say you're sick and you have to go to the pharmacy. You could even say, hey, you could even reach out to a pharmacy and say, hey, we could deliver your medicines for you. Just put $2 on it for us. Be creative during this
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Be creative, guys.
Yep.
With technology, be creative.
Yep.
So anyway, that's 3. We ain't giving no more. We out with that.
That's it.
But the last thing we really want to touch on, because we don't have that much time, we wanted you guys to get the most information and help you guys out with a lot of technology tips, is telemedicine.
Yes. As we, I don't know if you guys were aware, but now Italy is really, 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 really in a crisis. And they're really in a crisis because over a 1-day period, 624 persons lost their lives due to this coronavirus, right? And now what's making it more crucial or more critical is the fact that now doctors and nurses is now being affected by this coronavirus, who are also supposed to be assisting patients coming in with the coronavirus.
But they dying.
And they are dying. And so now virtual or telemedicine, virtualized meetings with your doctors, having conversations to say, hey doc, how you doing? The doctor is able to look at you, do virtual assessments based on what you are describing, and now be able now to achieve some level of care virtually. You see what I'm saying?
And get prescriptions as well.
And get prescriptions as well. Without now that really interaction, in the event that there is something critically wrong, and there needs to, and also goes in align with the social distancing. You see what I'm saying? And so with telemedicine, It allows for a virtual safe environment, and for both individuals to receive critical care, or the care that they need, and the information they need to go ahead now and change the situation around, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense. So for all of I have friends who are in the medical field and family. You are the heroes out there, but don't play no superhero. All right. If you can implement what it takes for you to be safe and your patients to be safe and for medicine to continue go, we totally prescribe. It's our prescription. Prescribe telemedicine. And if you wanna get help with that setup, give us a call too. We can set it up. We can help set it up, even if it's in your office space.
Yep.
But you're not physically touching. They could be in another room.
Yep.
Where you can sense their temperature. Trust me,
Yep.
there's so many ways. The technology is there. You can sense their temperature. You can let them know, hey, you're running a fever.
Yep.
Standing in front of the camera can actually tell if they're warm, give their temperature, and let them know, hey, you're fine. Your temperature is 99 point whatever or whatever. So there are many technology out there, many programs out there, and we train you in how to use the technology.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we hope you guys liked our tips. And a lot of the
Was it really
things,
tips, or was it really a discussion?
and we already discussed most of this stuff like in previous shows. We've been around for like 2 years talking about the same thing, and it really hasn't changed.
Right.
So we want you guys to use our tips to combat this pandemic and to survive it. Are you having fun with this pandemic thing?
Guess what's coming up?
Well,
Guess what's coming up?
well.
Beat the clock!
Oh yeah, fun.
What?
I'm gonna see what doing beat the
Beat
clock.
the clock is back, people. Back.
So you guys can have fun with technology.
Right. So we're going to show you guys how. I want to bust this out early, but Beat the Clock is back. We are finalizing things, and we hopefully will be able to launch it this week and get you guys involved and get you guys stimulated in this virtual environment during our virtual game show. That is Beat the Clock.
Yes.
So if you guys are interested, let us know. We'll sign you guys up. It's totally free. And it's a way now to combat this curfew.
Everybody bored.
Yeah, everybody bored.
I'm bored.
Right.
I don't know why I became so bored.
Right. So what we're thinking about this, right? So Beat the Clock is basically this. You have X amount of questions, and you have like 20 seconds to answer. For the first round, it's like 20 seconds to answer X amount of questions. And then the last round is like 10 seconds to answer a bunch of questions. And the questions are like A, B, or C, or true or false questions. So it's going to be very interactive. It's going to be very engaging. Bring your friends along, bring your family members along. There'll only be one winner. And guess what? What this game is, you actually see exactly where you play. So how quickly you read the question and answer it correctly.
Tell them view a show from our previous.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull up.
Shows.
Yeah, we're gonna put.
Thing.
Yeah, we put it down for a while, but now we're gonna bring it back up.
Because we're over the time.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, so look out for Beat the Clock. Again, we're gonna create a video to let you guys know how to engage with it, how to interact with it, how to get involved, and let's see who's gonna now become the winner.
And we're going to be back on Tuesday to give you more tech tips. And because this is what's been happening. We're going to be prudent to help people with technology.
Yeah.
We're going to do our part as best as we can to help the Bahamian populace and anybody out there who can't really afford it right now, because a lot of things been changing. So we'll be back on Tuesday. We want you guys to watch it, share the video. You guys probably wasn't expecting us on a Sunday, this holy day. Anyway, we know we ain't getting into that politics.
Yeah.
But we'll be back on Tuesday. Not same time, eh? Wait, look, and we'll post which time.
Yeah.
We're going to do it on Tuesday. and come with your questions. You know, beat COVID with technology. I want y'all to beat COVID so bad with technology. COVID is like, why I come? I thought I could destroy. No, no, we gonna beat you bad COVID with technology.
Come
COVID,
up, bam!
COVID take.
I never got that
COVID with a
straight.
take.
Bam! You're dead.
COVID thought it come to play behemoths, but deal no behemoths. We gonna use technology on you and we gonna beat you bad.
Yeah.
So that's what we want everybody to know. That technology is here for you to survive this thing. Ain't nobody, listen here, I stay talking real beam talk. Ain't nobody could go under with us and technology if y'all do it right. COVID, you're done. You come in the ring with the right one, eh? So we want you guys to look out. We're gonna put a flyer on, let you know when we're airing on Tuesday, and then we'll be back on Thursday. We gonna beat COVID bad with technology and beat the clock.
Beat the clock.
So we want you guys to continue to be positive, optimistic, think about technology, be creative, you know, don't be interactive socially, be interactive with technology
Virtually.
virtually, and give us a call. Now listen, when you call us after the show is a chat. So don't no, you don't smile after the show. Straight face. Show them my straight face. All right, so you guys enjoy your period of isolation. Be creative. You know, beat COVID bad. That's what we can do. We can beat COVID bad, eh? So enjoy it. Use technology. Embrace it. And we're here to help you with the embracing of technology.
Yep. And again, if you need assistance with live streaming or you want to conduct a live stream professionally, give us a call at 803-8940. We will assist you. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday and then again on Thursday. And then somewhere
Friday.
before there.
I think, yeah, that's beat the clock. We used to beat the clock on Friday.
No, I want to do like 2 days back to back. But
Okay.
we'll see. Yeah. We'll work it out.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, so we'll let you guys know. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Joanne, thank you for being a loyal follower. We really appreciate it.
Chicken, get the holy water.
Yeah. See you guys on Tuesday. I am your host, Akeem Sanders, with
Mistress Producer, Catherine. I had to do extra. Y'all know I love extra.
until Tuesday, people.
Alrighty.
Have a good night.